Hello, viewers. Welcome to E.S.freecoach, and this is your coach, Evelyn. Okay, we will be all talking about, I will just talk about four things. Four that is easy to understand. Four things that can destroy your channel. You might be a beginner, or maybe you're someone here that never had started yet your YouTube channel or your YouTube journey. And it is very important to know these things. Number one is your approach to YouTube. Okay, I will say no, not four, but I will just say three of them. Okay, number one is your approach to YouTube. I will say the three of them and I will explain every three of them later on. Number two, not thinking of your viewers, but instead you're just thinking of the subscribers you get or the views you get or the monetization that you have to reach. Instead, that you have to think of your viewers, who are your target market in YouTube. How will you launch your channel? Number three is like any other product. When you launch your YouTube channel, you just ignore launching your content in a way where you know you can get viewers and subscribers. You just like make your content, put it there, and that's all. And tomorrow it's a miracle, you get 10,000 watch hours. It will never happen unless you are somebody who is very known. I mean, if you're like Mr. Beast and other well-known, PewDiePie and other very well-known YouTubers, but before they are became well-known, they also were like us. They have to sit, make contents, interact. Because if you are a YouTuber and a beginner, interaction is the most important thing when you launch your YouTube videos. When you launch your content, nobody will look at it. Maybe if it's a very interesting content, well, somebody will go there and watch it. But it's a different thing if you have subscribers, you have followers who will really follow you and consume your contents. It's just because you are in the same community and you have the same goal. Monetization, making money. Okay, we go back to the number one and I will explain. You have a very wrong approach to YouTube. That can destroy actually your channel. Why? Because even if your channel has very good contents, you have actually contents, that is your product. But with these contents, your approach to YouTube is very wrong. You don't really think this way. Okay, I have this product that I will launch. I have this content that I will let people know, that I will educate people, or I will share to people. But then when you put it in there, you just think that everybody will just, consume that because they need that. The thing with YouTube is that it's a lot of competition. The competition in YouTube is just so tight. Maybe if you're a YouTuber like, 20 years ago, maybe it's quite different. But as of now, people are really taking it seriously. People are even just, putting a lot of time, putting even money, invest money and time to make their product in YouTube, which are their content, that it will really be consumed with people who will visit YouTube. Your approach in YouTube is so wrong that you only think, I have to be monetized. I have to earn money. I will just give myself 6 months. I have to earn money in YouTube. And that money should be like, like I don't have to do job. I don't have to work. And that is the money I will have. And that is very wrong. That is totally wrong. Because not everybody has a luck. Not everybody is putting so much time or can put a lot of time in YouTube immediately. We have to earn money on the side while we are starting YouTube, because we cannot just live and, like for a month or no, for a year or 2 years or 3 years. And then we are expecting that, your YouTube income can already, cover your expenses. No, you can never expect that, as what I said, unless you are a famous person. Whatever content you will put there, people will just consume it because you are famous. You will just click on it, even if you don't have a title, you just have the the photo of yourself and you are famous, you don't have to write anything. People will click that, and it's because you're famous already. But if we are an ordinary YouTubers, no, you have to do a lot of things, and you know, that is what I mean. I mean, you should have an approach in YouTube where you just think like this: okay, this is my product, I will launch it, and I will do these things so that people will know that I'm here. Hey, I'm here in YouTube, you know, I exist. Okay, so you have to have this kind of approach where it's not only money, 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 because that is very impossible. Even if you listen to people who are billionaires now, how they started, you will really realize that is why coaching actually, or people just talking in YouTube, you can really learn a lot from them. It's not that some people sometimes will disregard, oh, I will not listen to this, because I will tell you, before I started YouTube, and that was too much too, I actually listened for like almost a year to YouTubers, and before I start, and that was also wrong. That was also overdoing with all the information. But actually until now, I listen to coaches. I listen to those big YouTubers who is coaching, or YouTubers. Me, I'm not a big YouTuber, but how I learn, I listen a lot. It's just the same. You get a very good job, you go to a university, you study for 4 or 5 years, and that's how you learn. It's same in YouTube, actually. You can be educated in YouTube. I educate myself about strategies and all this thing in YouTube. And that is why it's like I went to YouTube University. So actually, it's just as simple as that. So your approach to YouTube is actually like, don't think immediately money, 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 monetization. No. Subscribers, the 1,000 subscribers, the 4,000 watch hours. No. Have this kind of approach. You launch, you interact, you just be kind to other YouTubers, be in the YouTube community, just do your job. And I will tell you, it will pay. It pays off. Okay, now we discuss about the numbers though. Is that you're not thinking of your viewers. Who are your target market? Some people will think, okay, I only do cooking. So what they do is that they will also just visit people who have channels of cooking, and that is very wrong, because I will tell you, everybody in YouTube are your target market. Everybody in YouTube are these people who can really consume your product, which are your contents. So never have a very limited thinking that if you're doing a cooking channel, you will just visit and you will just interact with people who are cooking. Based on my experience, this is just my second channel. I even have my third channel. Based on my experience, a lot of people actually can have more than five interests in life. I mean, my first channel is much more with gardening, with plants, flowers, you know, a lot of it. That channel, I don't have really a real niche. That is why now I have two channels with, you know, real niche, and that is only coaching and tutorials. But in my first channel, I have everything. So I do that channel, like I express there what I feel, my interests, my, you know, and I have friends there. So if you are interested of anything, anything, excuse me, travel, gardening, little of DIY, go to Liva Buhay. That is my first channel. That is not a big channel. And the biggest mistake, I don't have a niche. I didn't listen to big YouTubers who advise, who say it all the time. You should have a niche, but don't worry about that. You can still be monetized without a niche, but of course it affects the growth of your channel. Okay. Now your viewers are your target market. So for example, you have put 10. You're not sure what niche do you want to have. Okay. Or maybe you put already 10 videos about gardening, and suddenly you change your mind because you think like, oh, gardening, oh, it's my first month, 3 months, oh, I don't have a lot of viewers. No, never change it. Continue doing it, because that was the big mistake I did to my first channel. I had already this 10 you know, about gardening, about plants, and suddenly I was like, you know, after my first 3 months, I was like, oh, it was not so plenty. Oh, these people here, they have a lot of views. And I forgot these other people who have already a lot of views about their gardening. I have the same content, but why they have a lot of views and me, I don't have? Maybe this is not for me. And then suddenly I put travel videos. And that destroyed my channel because I totally changed my niche into some travel videos. But I learned from my mistake, and I was glad I did that mistake, because if not, I cannot do all these, coaching things now. You can never learn things without doing mistakes. You have to do the mistake first, and then you can prove to yourself, yeah, I did my mistake, and that was the biggest mistake. So if ever you do gardening now and you think that, oh, I did totally the same content, I delivered it very good, the presentation is very good, and why this one, the presentation is not even good, but she has already, oh my God, 100 views. Why mine has only 10 views? You have to consider, look, what year did that person start? That person had been starting for like 5 years already. That person had been in YouTube for like 10 years already. Of course, if you had just been there for 6 months, never compare yourself, because that is two different things. Okay? So be having a target market, stick to your niche, continue having that. And I will tell you, the target market of yours, your product, they are always there. Okay? They are always there. So continue with it. And when you have the same niche, you have the same content, your subscribers will continue to go back, and at the same time you get more and more subscribers from year and years to come. That will increase. YouTube, think of this way. It's like you have a piggy bank. You put one day, you put like maybe 5 cents, $5, and after a year it will increase. Your piggy bank will be full and you get a lot of money. Or maybe not a lot, but you get money. Treat YouTube the same that way. Every content you have, every niche that you have a target market on it. And your market here in YouTube is really very big, okay? The competition is very tight. It's a strong competition here. So it's a matter of you present it, and at the same time, you are so good in, that is the number 3. Like any other product, I don't know. Yeah, I have said that already. Now I will discuss the number 3, because this is very much related to the number 2. Like any other product, your launching of your YouTube videos is actually very important. And I will tell you, back again, if you are not a famous person, once you launch your YouTube content, once your first video, you launch it, for example, today. Okay, I launched my first video, and you will just like, okay, now it's launched. Now it's in public. And you will just sit, and now I have done my first video. Hallelujah. And you will expect that the next day I should have a lot of views of it. I mean, that video is very well presented. It's 4K. It's very well edited. And of course, I should have a lot of views. You are wrong. Because that's what I tell you. If you're not famous, nobody can just see it unless it's very interesting. But I will tell you, of course, you can get views. If you have a very interesting content, and it's in my own experience. My first 2 weeks that I launched this channel and another channel, it's all about coaching. A very good, I have 0 subscribers, but I have views. And if you see it the same, you have launched a video, and then the video is like, oh, I don't have subscribers, or my subscribers is very small, but the video is like having already 50 views. And the one who put the like or the comment are only 5 people. And it has only it has already 50 views. Do not be sad. You should be happy. Why? It means that kind of video is what we call the evergreen video. And speaking of evergreen, I will talk about it later on my next video about the evergreen videos, how it works and how good it is to have evergreen videos in your YouTube channel. Okay? So it is very important that once you launch your content, you really have to follow up it immediately. You really have to advertise it. Now you will maybe question, how will you advertise it? I know as a beginner, you don't know what to do. Okay, I've launched. Okay, I wait. I wait for like a week. And maybe in a week, I will have 1,000 views of that very high quality video. But then after a week, you will just be, frustrated because you don't get a lot of views. You don't get any subscriber. But even if you don't have subscriber yet, but you get a lot of views, that is something you will be happy. And you will wonder, why I have a lot of views? I don't have any subscriber. And why this channel has a lot of subscribers and at the same time has a lot of views? You have to question yourself. How much time you spend to interact with other YouTubers. When I say interacting, it's a very common word they use here in YouTube. Interacting. Excuse me? How will I interact? How I will be socializing? In YouTube, it's just like the same in Facebook. The more you socialize, the more you interact, the more people will give you a like on the videos that you put. It's same in YouTube. Okay? You go to other channel, you look at their videos, you put you click the heart, and it became red. You put a comment, a very nice comment, and you are there, very nice, putting a nice comment, and you view their YouTube. Of course, if big YouTubers, you might wonder, oh my God, that is a lot. How will I view all this? Okay, at least you view like 3 minutes, at least 3 or 4 minutes. And your comment will be registered. They will see it. Because if you only view 1 minute, they will never see it. They cannot go back to you. If you only view a video for 1 minute, your comment will never, they cannot go back to your channel. It's very important that you view at least 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes. But the problem is, the retention time, and you need it for your how do you say it? So what you do, so you can get the retention, what you will do is, if you put a very interesting content, then you get a very long retention in YouTube, and everybody needs it. Okay, and if you get a lot of friends, friendships do a lot. If you have already friends in the YouTube community, it's very different because people are supporting each other. And the more friends you get in YouTube, the more support you can get. Even if you have a very long video, they will support you. They will watch your video, maybe not full or maybe half. Okay? And another thing, that is the main thing you have to do. Do your launching and do not stop from there. Go and advertise. Okay, no product that is very new in the field of business that will just boom, maybe if it's miracle, without you doing the advertisement. So you have to advertise it. Anyway, I hope I was able to help. And if you're not yet my subscriber and you feel like this is a help for you and you still is, being confused how to do this and that, I would really love to share to you my experience of my first channel. And don't hesitate to subscribe, because I will assure you I can really be of help. And anything you wonder, anything you want to ask, just write on a comment there, or if you agree what I'm saying, just put your comment there. Thank you so much for watching this video.